What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Bread Pudding Official. And today we are doing our Wigglytuff Battle Guild. I think I messed up my prep talk. It's okay. Yeah. We're playing our Wigglytuff Battle Guild Week 2 versus Keegan and the Olympica Flagons. Yeah, pretty cool person from his content. I like watching his content a lot. He's another person I really like watching his content. I also watch my T-Rose opponent, my last week opponent. Again, sorry for that video being a little bit late. I'm hoping this video should be a little bit better on time. I'm like 99% sure it will. So yeah, I'm post-coming this because my audio is super messed up. So yeah, yeah, we're just gonna post-com this and just kind of freestyle this. But before everything, I kind of want to like review my team a little bit. So yeah, basically what we got is I didn't do like a team last week because I mentioned it's a team builder, which did not get uploaded because DaVinci Resolve kind of sucks. I had a team, I traded it. Then week 2 I got it back because the power ranking people said, haha, your team is much worse with these trades. It's like, yeah, these people were actually kind of right. So yeah, I traded my Suicune, my Fletchling, stuff like that for Palafin. I got Palafin back, I got Jolteon back, and I got Latios back. So my team is actually really, really sick. To kind of like, I didn't do like a draft analysis, but just to kind of like talk about my team for a little bit, I took a lot of inspiration from a early Reg B. No, it's like late Reg B. Late Reg B core of Palance, which is when you see Palance, you normally see Palafin, Arcanine, then Amoonguss. I was like, okay, I got pick one Incineroar, and so how could I make Palafin and Incineroar a lot like the desirable Palance core that once was in Reg B? Because basically what happened with Palance is Arcanine gets like a nice Intimidate mod, Amoonguss gets Redirection, Arcanine also like gave like some like support options like Snarl, Willis, Helping Hand, stuff like that. So I kind of want to like recreate that. So I made a more powerful Palance core. I think it's much worse than a normal Palance core because a lot of defensive pressure. But I think offensively for this meta, I think the Palance core kind of goes pretty hard here. So I like that. And I got Incineroar Golden Go because that's probably one of my favorite pairings in Reg F. Because I like waiting Incineroar Golden Go because you basically get a free fake out on certain mons, and then you could just make a rain or you could nasty plot. I think that those pairings are just incredibly strong. Latios and Tailwind is just super, super good. Landers, we all know what power of Landers Incarnate Impulse meta. It's super, super good because Chancellor Storm and Earth Power is just super, super hard to swap into. And like Terra Poison Sludge Bomb is also super good. Glacier is Glacier. It was very, very cheap, so that's basically the reason why I got it. 9 Glacier if I was a steal, so I want to get it. Jolteon gave me like a nice fast 130 base mod. Electro Web, stuff like that. Wall Switch, nice supportive options to take you on. Baby Doll Eyes. And then Sneasel, Hisui. I didn't necessarily need this mod, but it gave me Poison and Fighting type. And also gave me a secondary Fake Out user, which is also pretty nice. But yeah, that's a team. And yeah, we are facing Keegan this week. So basically, they have a very, very, very scary team. Because Fluttermane, we all know Fluttermane. I think Fluttermane is not the best in draft. Because I think against Fluttermane, the thing that makes it so volatile in VGC is that there's like so many options it could do. But the options are also kind of predictable. And I guess the thing with Fluttermane is it's such a good mon because like it's so versatile. But I think in draft, a person or a player or whatever you want to call them could just easily take advantage of those options. Fluttermane, like I know exactly what Fluttermane does, and I could specifically design a Fluttermane check. So yeah, that's a kind of a weakness about Fluttermane, but it's still a fantastic mon. It's still really, really solid. Then Ninetales is really solid with Excalibur. Like Veil is just super good. Heatran is super good to Terra. Rhyperior, I love that mon. I think it's such an underrated mon. I believe it was Palafin-Hero. Actually did super good in an online tournament with it. So, and that was like right before this match. So I was like super scared going in this tournament of that mon, because a very well played Rhyperior could be super scary. Pachirisu, very good mon here. Metachamp gets Fake Out. Cottonee gets Tailwind. We get a Celestial mon with Bear Type, which is super good. And an Intimidate option, Map of stuff. This team is really solid. I really like this team a lot. But there are some weaknesses I could exploit. This team does have pretty mediocre speed control options. Like, it has some like really good ones, but like no Tailwind and Matriculum User being Metachamp is just kind of like a big weakness. At least in my opinion, I think I could take advantage of it. So I didn't really need to focus on speed that much, because I was just like, okay, I could just like prep my mons to like outbulk everything, and I could just be in a good position. And yeah, overall very scary team, but there are some weaknesses I could exploit. So basically, we got Terra Fighting Incineroar as my first mon here. Let me actually go on this view. I think that's gonna be easier. Yeah. This is just a pretty standard Incineroar set. Pretty standard EVs. Nothing really designed for much. I thought Terra Fighting was super good here because it was really good against Heatran. I would have loved to have U-turn, but I think this set is really solid. We got Golden Go here. I love Choice Specs Golden Go. Choice Specs Golden Go goes so hard. I didn't really need that much speed, but I wanted enough speed in Golden Go to outspeed like a min-speed Heatran creeping like a min-speed Golden Go. It's like weird, but there's a reason why the speed is here. Choice Specs Golden Go plus Incineroar is just a very solid lead. So I was just planning to kind of like take advantage of that in the battle. Palafin is Palafin. It's just a super solid mon, especially in this matchup. Jet Punch just goes super hard against Flutter Mane. Ogerpon, Superpower is just very for the ice types. Ivy Cudgel is just Ivy Cudgel, super good. Follow me in Spiky Shield. When I say the speed control is a little bit meh, this is what I kind of mean. Their main speed control option is Icy Wind on Flutter Mane and Ninetales. Yeah, I'm not going to Defiant Boost, but at the same time, unless they boost energy speed on Flutter Mane, they don't have a very good way to outspeed this Ogerpon. So that was kind of like my main reasoning for this Ogerpon spread. I think it overall is just a super solid Ogerpon spread in this match. And yeah, Glacier, I love his Glacier set. So basically, I took inspiration from his Glacier set from a very specific instance. When I was watching Worlds 2023, and I forgot what player it was, but it was this like very like talented, I think it was one of the Japanese players that was just super talented and came up with this Iron Defense Body Press set with Glacier. I just think his set is super solid. It's obviously not too unconventional, but I think it's unconventional enough for this match. Ismon could just kind of wall things if positioned correctly. And Body Press as Icicle Crash is super good coverage. Then Landorus, it's just a super solid Landorus set. Like Earth Power Sludge Bomb just covers so many options. Even if it doesn't look like the best in this matchup, I think it's just such a good mon to bring. And if they don't respect Landorus could just kind of go in. And yeah, that's a team, pretty straightforward. Let's kind of get into the match. We're gonna kind of skip forward a little bit. Let's go like over here, just so I could kind of like explain my leads really quickly. Okay, so I go Ogerpon Palafin here because basically what I could do is I could follow me Ogerpon, I could swap out Palafin into something like Incineroar, and I think it's really good. And I think Incineroar plus Golden Go is really good in the bag because it's kind of what I was talking about in the team builder, that Incineroar Golden Go is a really good lead, but it's also like a really good like support option in the back. I think those two is like a core or combo, just works super good, especially in this matchup. So that was just kind of my racing for this first match. And basically the game plan was just to kind of save Terra Fighting for Incineroar and just start close combat Heatran when I had a chance. And then yeah, we're gonna skip forward a little bit. Okay, yep. So we get into this first turn. I I'm thinking like right now. Okay. Palafin is in a very vulnerable position, but I think if I position Palafin correctly, it could do super good. So I was thinking for a little bit, and I decided to go super aggressive here, like extremely aggressive. I knew at this point that they were Terra Fairy Heatran. I was like, okay, this Heatran has to protect here, and we can take advantage of his very passive play by just doubling one Ninetales. Even if Veil gets up, that's fine. Because we could just kind of if he decided to go with a passive play of Heatran, like just like protected Aurora Veil, I could just take advantage of that and just kill Ninetales off from the bat. So I beat Cudgel here, and that's just about half. So it did a decent chunk, but they are actually able to be a very defensive Alola Ninetales, which is actually pretty sick. Not enough people respect bulky Alola Ninetales like me, so that's just a very good bring. And they actually did not end up going for the protective Heatran, so I wave crashed the Alola Ninetales in that crit. That's a very unfortunate crit because they would have survived that easily if it wasn't for it. But yeah, this Heatran did not go for protect, which means that Heat Wave is going to come up, and I get punished for that very aggressive play, which just very good play by Keegan. That was very good way of taking advantage of my aggressive play and really just like controlling the board state. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, I could go to Golden Go here, but I think Incineroar is just a better thing because I could get an Intimidate if someone comes out, like a physical attacker like Excalibur. You know, I am expecting clearing everyone like Excalibur because I think it actually super good best match. Now I'm thinking for a little bit. Heatran could be a couple things. Heatran could be AV. No, it revealed life orb, it can't be AV. But yeah, Heatran is also in a very vulnerable spot right now. So yeah, we actually do get the Bear Tag out, which is actually pretty cool for me because we get the Intimidate. At this point, I just fake up a Heatran because I just want to get in Golden Go. And I just gotta hope that Heatran is not packing much speed because at this point, the board position is not looking good for me. But even if Golden Go dies here, it's not the worst thing in the world because you get a hero for Palafin. And at this point, I'm just kind of like, okay, we are not in the greatest position ever, but if there's anything that could bring me back, it's Terra Water Palafin as a hero form because it could just Jet Punch, and we just use Saw Out the Hail. Because if we stall the Hail, we stall the Veil, we are in a very decent position for Palafin, which is kind of sweet. So that's just kind of my reasoning for these. I'm just gonna skip through this a little bit because there's no reason to kind of sit through all of it. Okay, there you go. So, we saw about Palafin. Oh, where's my mouse? Oh, there's my mouse. Yeah, we saw about Palafin for Golden Go. But yeah, they protect Heatran here, which I was like, okay, we know that Heatran's protected now. Even if we lose this set, or I mean not the set, this match, we're still in an okay position because we are finding out valuable information about this Heatran set. So they Rock Slide with the Bear, and we're not in the best position ever, but I was like, okay, terrifying close combat. But then I was like, Palafin is actually my win condition here. So I thought for a couple of minutes, I was like, okay, would I rather terrifying Incineroar and fear for Flutter Mane, or would I just rather just close combat Raw? And I decided to close combat Raw because I kind of figured the last round was gonna be Flutter Mane, and I didn't want to like open up my team even more to that, to like a late game Flutter Mane sleep. So yeah, we are just going straight into the offensive with close combat the Heatran and attacking with Golden Go. So if Heatran does not pack any speed here, we're actually in a really good position because I don't think there's a way that Heatran could actually will like a double up for my close combat and a Shadow Ball. Yeah, we'll just like skip forward a little bit more. Actually, no, we don't need to. Yep, so they actually Terra the Bear Tick, and in team preview, they actually revealed to be Terra Fire. And I was like, okay, this is super good for me because they're just opening up themselves to Palafin even more. So they Terra Blast. I was like, okay, this is actually a really solid position for me because they are just opening up their whole entire team to get Jet Punched. So yeah, they Heat Wave now. I was like, okay, not the best position ever, but it's definitely a doable position because Beartick is Terrifier. So, thinking about the last mon is actually a Fluttermane. We are actually in okay position. So we close combat here. And I'm like, okay, we're fine here. We should be okay. And I go to Palafin here. And yeah, Palafin is in a really, really prime position here. It's super, super good here. Snow and Aurora Veil has 2 more turns. So I'm like, okay. Beartick is a bigger fit on paper. So I'm just gonna whack it with a Jet Punch. Just whack it with a Jet Punch and hope it kills. But in hindsight, this is an enormous misplay because Beartick is really not a fit right now because it's intimidated. It can't really do much. It's of course gonna do something, but it can't do like a ton, and I could just knock off its item and just go on from there. But yeah, this was an enormous misplay in my opinion. I should just Jet Punch a Heatran. I was very afraid of the of a Protect here, which is why I went for a Jet Punch. But at the same time, I really should not have been. I should just attack Heatran and hope for the best. But yeah, I Terra Palafin here. Palafin is Terra Water, of course. And I'm like, okay, Jet Punch would do a lot. Maybe killing. Maybe Jet Punch will kill. So yeah, I Jet Punch here. And yeah, does not kill. Super close though. And yeah, Incineroar, Palafin goes down here. This is why I should have attacked the Heatran. I don't think the crit really matter because it's life orbed. And yeah, this is pretty much a losing position now. Actually no, it's not a losing position. It's not a losing position because we take out Heatran. If Amon is like super passive in the back, what could have been back? Something like Special Baxcalibur or something like that. But yeah, this is pretty much over. Yeah, and it reveals to be the Fluttermane. Yeah, this is a game. But we do get valuable information that it is Booster. Super good. Yeah, Booster Special Attack. Super good information for the next game because we could possibly think about Ogerpon, Terrestrialization, but yeah, this is pretty much over. Dazzling Gleam. Where is my mouse? There's my mouse. Incineroar dies. We lose game 1. We're just gonna skip ahead. Don't want to make this video too long. Okay, let's skip here. Wait, we want to go a little bit back. No, we want to go a little bit back. Okay. Yeah, so I think for a second, I was like, okay, Palafin could be a good lead, but I was like, maybe Palafin is better in back, just as a Jet Punch bot. So, yeah. I change it to Incineroar Golden Go, Palafin Glass Chair, and, okay. So pretty much what my reason with this lead was is, I love Incineroar Golden Go as a lead combo because most of the time it's just a very safe one that exerts so much offensive pressure. Because Incineroar can fake out and Golden Go just like launch an attack. So it was overall just a very safe lead for me as in a game 2. And it was like, okay, honestly not in my best position, but I could easily just rebound from this just by kind of like refining my game plan a little bit and just making better plays. So that was just kind of my reasoning with that play, that lead. It's like, okay. Game 1 did not go well at all. Like it could have been a lot better because I think that game 1 was just down to me making some very big misplays. So I was like, okay, let's go to game 2 with a more open way. I was like, okay, Baxcalibur and Ninetales. That's super good for me because they let Baxcalibur and Ninetales, we are able to intimidate, and it does not review to be clear amulet. So I was like, okay, you're probably AV then. This is probably AV back. So I was like, okay, we know that Ninetales is not Terra Ghost, it's Terra Steel, and we know that it's not Cover Clip because it revealed the Citrus Berry. It's like, okay, we'll just go for this nice fake out onto the Ninetales and just make it rain Terra Steel Ninetales Terra Steals. I'm fine with that. Excalibur's Terra Poison. So this is just basically a very, very safe play right here. They can double protect, avoiding a fake out, but then we just kind of, if they double protect here, it's a very passive play, and it actually puts me in a better position than I am right now, because I can just like Flare Blitz or Close Combat with Excalibur next turn, or even just Flare Blitz via Ninetales, kill it, and yeah. So, Keegan is in a very sticky position here. Let's see if we can just get a little bit ahead. Okay, we'll just skip here. Yep, so, yeah. Terra goes out, Ninetales tears into steel. And yeah. This puts me in actually an okay position because there's no Terra Fairy Flutter Mane anymore. So I'm actually okay with this position because they pretty much had to use their Terra on 2v Ninetales. Okay. Even if Heatran's in my back, Golden Go just does super well here. Yep, we fake out. Didn't fall for, because at this point I'm just kind of like, okay, if someone Ninetales does not have Protect because it has a Roar Veil and the Excalibur. Yeah, but Ninetales, I don't like your right Protect him slot, but Excalibur actually goes for a Sword Stance. Very aggressive play, but I'm just like, okay, make it rain, boom, kill, boom. And yeah, I'm actually in a very good position now because I'm going to go with that -2. Got a ton of good damage from Ninetales. Pretty much in a position where it has to get sacked off. And yeah, this is just a position I'm very fine with. We actually go to Heatran next. So, this is pretty much a dead Ninetales here. They can't do much about it, and there's no reason to sack off Golden Go here. So at this point, we're just trying to get Palafin-Hero activated, because Palafin-Hero could probably just sweep up the game if we position it correctly. And yeah, you can't really do much about this Ninetales because it has a Roar Veil. Did I reveal anything else besides Roar Veil? But like just by making places making, I just don't think it's Protect. And yeah, Keegan is thinking very much about this play, as he should, because this is a very rough position. And yeah, my board state is fine. I obviously have to cycle Golden Go because it's not going to stay in front of a Heatran and a Terra Steel Ninetales. But yeah, I'm okay with this position. Yep, so we swap out Golden Go into Palafin, hoping to soak up a Heat Wave, or like a Blizzard, or whatever. And yeah, Moonblast comes out on Incineroar. Incineroar is bulky because of AV. We take that Earth Power, double Incineroar, that's fine with me. Incineroar lives, barely. Heatran does reveal the Life Orb, and Flare Blitz does kill VO Ninetales, which is actually pretty sick for me. And Palafin is actually in a very prime position here. And we're going to have to make some plays here. We're going to have to make some very cool plays here, which kind of highlights the power of Palafin-Hero. Okay, so pretty much what happens is I'm like, okay, I need to get Palafin activated his hero form, which is going to require me to sack off a Mon, because I don't really care if, to be honest, both these Mons are really not that valuable at this point. I'm just trying to like decide which one might have a better chance. I'm like, okay, Golden Go, you could get sacked off here. Golden Go, it's okay here, but it's just kind of like, it just gets outspotted by Heatran, and it's just not a good position. So I'm like, okay, booster special attack on the Flutter Mane. This Flutter Mane could be something like Calm Mind. It has options, but I'm like, okay, what do I want to do with this Glass Gear? Because I have options. I could Ice Cold Crash, I could Protect, I could do a lot of things. And I actually just gonna be aggressive. I don't remember doing this, but oh my goodness, Brad, you're so freaking ballsy. Wow, okay, I just made that play. Yeah, but do I agree with this play, to be honest? It's weird. I don't think I agree with this play because if Palafin goes down here, yeah, I think I should just swapped in Golden Go. Just been like, okay, I'm just gonna protect Glass Gear, and We Jet Punch here, hoping to kill Flutter Mane, plus Ice Cold Crash, Bedazzling Gleam, and Palafin lives, Heat Wave, Glacier lives, and if I win, I guess if I think it depends, but yeah, Ice Cold Crash kills Flutter Mane. We're in an okay position. Actually, we're in a bad position if Jet Punch is not KO. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, yeah, so what we do now is we sack off both Glacier and Golden Go to get a free swap at a Palafin. At this point, I'm not running much speed in Palafin. I don't want to risk it, so I'm just going to go straight for a Jet Punch. There's no reason to risk it with Wave Crash, because if Heatran does outspeed, I am absolutely screwed, and I would probably be super sad. But at least if I Jet Punch, has a good chance to kill. Has a very good chance to kill, because Dazzling is a very, very offensive Heatran. So I'm like, okay, cool. Heatran versus Palafin. Palafin. Why? No. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so you just go for a Jet Punch here. It's always a very solid play. And yeah, we take game 2. Very, very nicely. Very, very nicely. Let's go to game 3 then. Okay. Okay, we're gonna pause here. So for game 3, it's just kind of like, okay, Glacier has a super good matchup if it's Terry here. So basically, what I want to do is I want to give Glacier as many chances to set up as possible. And by this point, I was just kind of like, okay, Landorus, too many ice types, too many flaws. I just need to bench you. I should have probably put Ogerpon instead of Golden Go because it just kept dying. And I guess Ogerpon does get ball. I mean, could really just support Glacier a lot. But I didn't figure anything that far, and I should have just not brought Golden Go. But I guess if Keegan really let it open, I guess it could really do a lot. But I'm not sure. But yeah, basically the plan is to fake out whatever's in the field, and then to give Iron Defense and just start sweeping Glacier. Palafin and Golden Go are just kind of there as like security, just in case things go bad with Glacier, and just to kind of like provide sheer force. So yeah, that was pretty much a plan. Okay, cool. So yeah, we both walk in our mons, and I'm actually feeling okay about this game 3 because we're in an okay position to do some stuff to possibly win. Because I'm not really sure on my Glacier set. All it knows is that I have Ice Cold Crash. Does not know I have Iron Defense Body Press yet. So, yep, we start with Incineroar here. And at this point, I'm just kind of like, okay, we know what I want to do does not have Protect, but at the same time, we don't need to go for that. We don't need to go for that. We could just Fake Out here, because even if Heatran protects here, it's still fine because we get up the Glacier's Iron Defense, so we at least get Psying up this turn. I don't see one Ninetales doing much. Should we wait this out? Let's keep this just a time. Okay, there you go. I think it's good enough. But yeah, we're in an okay position here. We're in an okay position. Things could go very, very wrong here if hacks happens. That's a bad thing about setup sets, specifically with defense stats, because if you set up and you get crit, it feels pretty bad. So yeah, I just hoping not to get crit here. They actually tear it here. I'm like, is it one Ninetales? But no, it's actually Terra Fairy Heatran. I'm like, uh-oh, this is really, is this good or is this bad for me? Because this is kind of like opening I met with like Golden Go, because now there's really nothing that really resists Golden Go's Make It Rain, but at the same time, oh, the music changed. That's nice. But, yeah. Nothing resists Golden Go at this point. But at the same time, Heatran outspeeds Golden Go. So, we're not in the greatest position to Golden Go here. So, I probably should not have brought it here. But, I brought it anyways. So, yeah, we just kind of going to be offensive here. At this point, I'm kind of like, okay, Glacier, you got to do some stuff. Because even if Glacier dies, I just need things to get weakened for Palafin. That's basically the plan. Because even if Glacier gets burnt or anything bad happens to Glacier, we just need damage on his Heatran. Because Heatran is like the one thing stopping me from just going ham with everything. Because it's just such a good Monolith matchup. So yeah, they Heat Wave here. And yeah. Nothing happened. Thankfully. We Fire Blitz here. I don't think Ninetales dies. Yeah, it doesn't. It gets its Citrus Berry. So we're actually in an okay position. Because even though things are dying. Yeah, because even though things are dying, we're still in an okay position. Or maybe not dying, even though things are living, we're still in an okay position because things are getting super, super chipped. Because even if Heatran dies, if Heatran dies here, we could just possibly just like win a Golden Go on the spot. Because Make It Rain just goes so, so hard. So yeah, at this point, my priority, get rid of Heatran, then we could possibly win. Yeah. So, this is actually pretty even right now. Like, I think both sides could easily just win if they make the right plays, because this is a very even board state. It's very safe for both of us because I want Ninetales plus Heatran is really good because it's gonna fail. But at the same time, I have really good defensive mons with Glacier and Incineroar on the board, and there's just a lot of flexibility on both sides. So, yeah. They actually go for Moonblast on Glacier. Special attack drop does not matter at all. They Air Power Incineroar, and this is actually a position I want to be in because we Fire Blitz, we kill one Ninetales, while also killing Incineroar, getting a good pivot into Palafin. I'm pretty sure I die here, right? Please die, Incineroar. Yeah, Incineroar dies. At this point, I'm like, okay, do I want to preserve Golden Go or Palafin? I'm like, Palafin's better here. His Jet Punch just goes super, super hard. Oh yeah, let's go Crash here. And yeah, Glacier's in a pretty okay position. It's +2 in defense. Sorry, back Scalper can't really just come in and sweep. I'm like, okay. We go to Palafin here. Palafin is obviously super, super good. Super, super, super solid mon. Once it gets its hero. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Keegan is working with this move here. And yeah, we're let's actually skip ahead a little bit. Okay, this should be good. Yep. So they actually do reveal for Beartic. Beartic is a very interesting choice. I think it won in game 1. You know, I personally don't think that Beartic was that great game 1, but if it wins you game 1, it wins you game 1. And going back to the original game plan, Beartic, I think it was pretty decently smart. In his perspective. But yeah, we swap up Palafin. This is a pretty easy play for me. We pretty much sack off Golden Go here. I'm kind of like, Golden Go is kind of iffy here. They protect Heatran. And yeah, we Rock Slide. I'm like, okay, cool. Doesn't really matter to me. And we just Body Press here, which does not do that much, but it does enough. It does enough. And at this point, I was like, okay, Glacier's my win con here. Glacier is super, super solid here. So I'm like, okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Golden Go. I don't need you anymore. Yeah, we just protect here. Because we want leftovers recovery. And at this point, we're just trying to stall Hail. We're trying to stall Roarville. Because once we do that, we have a pretty good chance of winning. So yeah, Rock Slide comes out. I'm like, okay. Is there a chance it's speed tie? But it's not speed tie. Is there a chance for a miss? Because if it misses, I think I just win a spot, but it does not miss. And yeah, Palafin comes back in here, and Palafin has to carry. And yeah, Snow stopped, and that also means the Veil stopped, and that means Glacier is able just to kind of do some very, very cool stuff. Because Ice Crash just hits so hard, but Body Press also hits super hard. So yeah, we go back in Palafin here. I'm just kind of like, okay, I think Jet Punch KO's here. I'm like, okay, Body Press is just a safe play in Heatran because it's gonna die. It's gonna die by Life Orb, and I'm in an okay position. But sadly, Beartic does not die. Palafin don't get burned, but Heatran dies, which is super, super huge. This is pretty good for me. This is actually really good for me. But yeah, now at this point, a Rock Slide. I'm just kind of like, please, please, and then yeah, luckily Body Press does hit, and we are actually in a pretty decent board state here. Pretty decent board state, because I'm pretty sure Glacier should with a Dazzling Gleam, even though it is booster special attack, because this is max HP, max special defense Glacier, and Glacier's just super, super bulky. It's super, super bulky. So now at this point, I'm just kind of like, okay, we want Leftovers recovery, and if this is a very, very bulky Flutter Mane, there's a chance it could just live Jet Punch. Like, I've seen like very bulky Flutter Mane just live Jet Punch. So I'm like, okay, cool. Just in case that Flutter Mane is super bulky and it's invested with a Jet Punch, we're just gonna protect here. We're just gonna protect. And yep, a D-Gleam, which I think is a pretty safe way. But I don't think D-Gleam even killed Palafin here. I definitely did not kill Glacier, but I don't think it killed Palafin even, because we're max HP, max attack Palafin. So I don't think I killed. And yeah, I'm just kind of like, okay, Glacier, please live, please live Glacier, and we Jet Punch, it just kills. So we don't even know that. But yeah, we win 2-1 against Keegan. So yeah, GG. That was a pretty fun one. Kind of surprised I won that. His team is busted. But I think I was able to take advantage of those holes. And yeah, that is game. Very happy with this match. Very, very happy with this outcome. Do think I played pretty sloppy in some instances. I think there's definitely some room for improvement with this team. Like, I think just kind of like, I definitely underestimated the Heatran, which really just shifted my game plan a lot, and I just made some very aggressive plays. But yeah, that should be all, and bye bye everybody.